Congrats. Just tell me what went through your head the moment you saw the winning run come across and realizing that you had done it.
Yeah, it was really exciting to watch Jaden when that ball passed. I was like, go, go, go. So it was exciting to see that, but I was also really excited for my team. Another run rule win was huge for us to take the two from them today. So exciting in all factors to have a win, but also to know that I had thrown a perfect game was exciting too.
I think was the last out that you got the one where Carly Davison dove. Just what does that kind of mean to you? And the defense has been good all year, but it got to that kind of secured your perfect game today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, our defense is lights out. I mean, sorry. I think, we have the best defense in the country. And so I'm blessed to be able to play behind a bunch of girls who are lights out for me all the time. That perfect game doesn't happen without them. Uh, you can tell by the numbers. It's not like I threw up a bunch of strikeouts. Like it was a lot of balls in play that they made the plays behind me. So people like everyone behind me, but that Carly Davidson play, that was huge for the win today.
Kennedy, what's it like catching for Reese whenever she's on one like today?
I mean, it's amazing. It's just amazing to like witness firsthand, with me being behind the plate, I'm constantly touching the ball and it's just us two. Yes, we have the defense behind us and stuff, but it's really cool to just be able to witness. And I think it's a special bond between, a pitcher and a catcher. So
I'll turn it over to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm just curious, Reese, really quickly for you. We saw you on the broadcast and just the elation of all of your teammates seeing you have that moment. It was just so beautiful to watch. What did they say to you? And especially just, I mean, now you're the third player to do that. One of them on your team who's done it before, and Robin Heron. Did she say anything to you? I'm just curious what some of the reactions were.
Oh, totally. Everyone was super excited for me. We have the greatest chemistry on our team. The girls are all my best friends, so we're always celebrating each other's little wins, things like that. I mean, that was a big win for us. So everybody was super happy for me. Robin at the end after our team meeting just had tears in her eyes and gave me a big hug. She's the best. It's super cool that we both get to share that. I think that's super special, and I don't know that a lot of other people can say that, so I think that that's really cool. But yeah, I play with the best girls, so I'm blessed.
And Kennedy, just you say run rule wins. It just feels good to get victories, but then to run rule a team twice today. I mean, what was the motivation going into this double header, and just how did you feel like the team was just hitting on all cylinders, so to speak?
yeah. I think for this weekend, we really just focused on not putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. The SEC day in and day out is not easy, and it's the hardest league to play in constantly. And so, obviously, yes, it wasn't a conference series or anything, but for these two, it was just really focusing on just letting ourselves go at if you could say, I guess, and just, allowing us to play free. And we are good, and we just need to let ourselves go and kind of trust that everybody in this dugout, 1 through 9, every single person has each other's back. So
I'll turn it over to anybody else if you guys have questions. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, Reese, I'm just curious. Have you ever thrown a perfect game at any level, travel ball, high school, anything?
Yeah, travel ball. My senior year summer, I threw a perfect game, not remotely as exciting as this one, but yeah, I'd thrown a perfect game. I think my senior year, maybe winter or summer of travel ball. But yeah, this one definitely runs circles around that one. So
I like that. I'm curious for you. You're out there and you know you're rolling. You know you're feeling good and all that. What is your perspective when you're in the dugout and you're watching your team score and then score a couple more runs and then a couple more runs? Just kind of give me that perspective. You know you're doing well in the top halves or in the top halves, but then to watch your team do well in the bottom halves. What's your perspective when that's happening?
yeah, I mean, I said earlier that I believe we have the best defense in the country, but I also believe we have the best offense in the country, and I feel really strongly in saying that. It's so exciting like I said too, I love my team and I love to celebrate them. And I think that's something we as a team do really well is celebrate each other. And so seeing them put up runs and know that we're gonna get, we're fighting for another run rule win. That's really exciting going in and pitching, but also knowing that when we go in for in the dugout for offense that they're going to put up runs behind me. So it's exciting to be on both sides of the ball, cheering on my teammates on offense, but also going out there and putting up some zeros for them so that way they can do their job when we get back in the dugout.
And then Kennedy, tell me about that at bat where you hit the home run in the first game, and then tell me what was going through your mind when you rounded the bases.
Well, just, I mean, going up to the at bat at this point, I knew that I had nothing to lose, and I know that I'm good, and I just really have to believe that. And I will be the first one to admit that things haven't really gone my way this year. So just battling day in and day out, and I know that with one swing of the bat, something can change. And going into the at bat, I wasn't really thinking a lot. I know that sounds cliche to say, but I just had to trust, the work that I put in each week, and know that it is a game of softball, and if I fail, I'm gonna be okay after that. But rounding the bases, I don't know if y'all saw the little leap thing I did. Don't ask me where that came from. I have no idea, but it really feels good more than anything, and just knowing that hopefully I'm kind of getting it back a little bit. So
Yeah, you are.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I want to ask one last one. With Bree getting her golden ticket to the league, it's kind of unique. Y'all all came in at the same time, but you're all different years, sophomore, junior, senior. But y'all have kind of been along for this whole journey together so far. What does it mean, just, I guess, the bond that all of y'all have built to see your teammate get that type of moment?
I mean, I could cry. Bree's my best friend, and she deserves everything and more. She's the hardest worker, the best teammate, obviously probably one of the best players I've ever played with in my whole life. So that for her is huge to get to all of us. You were a freshman last year. I was a transfer, and Bree also transferring in, all of us coming in together. I think it's cool because we've gotten to build our own environment and really contribute to this team in our own way and kind of build that. So I think it's really special to see her like get that honor. I think we all knew it was coming. She's awesome, but it was so awesome to be on the field with her and just see the emotions, that her knowing that she accomplished everything she worked for, because that's one of her dreams.
Yeah, I think that's, every single one of our dreams. And just for her to have that come true, it's such a big deal. And I think you could see it all over her face. And, I think it was really good that the team hyped her up so much for it, because it is such a big deal, and not very many people get to play at the collegiate level. And then even less, not very many people get to play professionally. So getting that honor is huge. So I'm really happy for her, really proud of her.
Courtney, a lot of emotions on a lot of things at the end of the game, but we'll start with Reis, her perfect game, just the joy of that moment of getting to celebrate with her. I don't know, what was that like for you?
Well, it was awesome because when Jaden came in and scored, our team started running out to, get excited with her. And I got to have that moment with Reese of like, Reese, like, wow. And so just getting to, I think, be her first hug out of it and just seeing the joy on her face was just a really cool moment. She pitched her butt off today. She's been grinding for that. I'm just really, really proud of her.
Yeah, you gave her the ball. And just what led into that decision to have her pitch today, and just what was working for her out there?
Well, all her stuff was working really well. And I think that's the thing, is she was attacking their batters. Her spin was nasty today. You could see it with just a lot of their mishit pop-ups of just how she was breaking the ball. She was mixing speeds really nicely. And then our defense was tremendous behind her. The play up the middle of Katie was so huge. But yeah, we gave her the ball because we trust her, and just wanted to give her a good start, and she's just looked really good. She just keeps staying the course, and we trust our pitchers, and she did a good job.
And then just overall on the day, getting 2-run roll wins, back to back. What'd you think of the team to be able to do that?
I thought it was a really good day. I thought it was a really good day from start to finish. I think we did a good job of controlling our zones today really well, like taking what they're going to give us. And just sometimes you can kind of get out of a groove a little bit when there's just more balls. And I thought that they did a good job of staying the course. Obviously, the first game was really explosive. The second game just looked different kind of run rule win. But I'm pleased with our intent today, and I'm pleased with our focus, and it's a good day overall.
I'll turn it over to other people.
Courtney, I just wanted to ask, Ethan just asked you about the emotions of watching the end of that second game and Reis and celebrating with her, and then Brie Ellis having the moment that she did where she was just like, oh my gosh, wait, this is all happening right now. What was it like seeing kind of that moment bleed into Brie Ellis getting a golden ticket, and just talk about just what a moment that was for one of your players?
Well, it was incredible. You could see in the emotion, obviously, in Bree's face and the reaction of realizing what was happening. We knew this week it was happening, and we also knew she'd get drafted. I mean, come on, like if she didn't get drafted, we would have to really ask some serious questions. So it was exciting that just kind of putting it together and just knowing that she would be really excited because it's something that she really wants, and she deserves it. And so it's cool. Bree and Reis are really good friends, and so it was really neat getting to celebrate Reis. But then having that moment with Bree while Reis is like crying for Bree, and then Bree gets to the circle and Bree's like, "I'm sorry, Reis. Like you should have your moment." It was just like it was just really there's a lot of emotion. Obviously, just a ton of joy for both of them. And so it was cool. I was saying, like, sometimes those things never happen. Like perfect games may never happen. Being drafted may never happen. And both of them happened in the same night. And it was just really cool that we got to experience it and be there with them, get to celebrate them.
It was an amazing moment. It was cool to just get to watch and witness as an onlooker. Really quickly, I want to ask you about Kennedy Miller as well, because we just had her on and she was elated just to have that 3-run bomb in that first game, and it was really exciting for her. And she kind of said, "Look, I'll be the first to tell you, I haven't had the season I've wanted, but I just kind of stayed the course and stayed patient." Have you seen that through her this season, and how have you seen her kind of get better throughout?
Yeah, well, she's just continued to work, and there's not going to be a day where you don't see Kennedy grinding in the cages. And I think that, yeah, it's not the season that she's wanted, and she's stayed really level with it. Especially outwardly, she just works her tail off for our pitchers, and she is grinding in the cages every day. And to have that the day that she had, I think all of us, you could see probably the smiles on all of our faces, because she works for that. She works for that, and she's such a good teammate, and she is a worker, and we know that that's who she is. We know that's who she is. And so that's the game. Sometimes the game can punch you in the gut, and you just have to kind of stay the course, remember who you are. And so it was fun to see her smile, kind of maybe exhale a little bit today. She's earned that.
Absolutely. That's all the questions I have. I'll turn it over to Ethan or Justin or whoever else has any. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.